Good afternoon, penny stock billionaires. We are into the closing hour right now, and we got some real momentum stocks happening. Look, the moon market is back. The moon market, there is no question at this point. We have full confirmation. Stocks are breaking out above the 50-day moving average. It's on. It is on. Take a look at this. This is actually here we go. That's the weekly chart. So we haven't caught up there, but this is Shopify right now. And by the way, that stock split. Great idea. Getting the retail investors back in. Shopify broke above the 50-day moving average just a couple days ago, and it's accelerating. Look at this. Really nice acceleration. We got this nice bottom here. Looks like I don't even know what to call it. There's like five, is that a wedge? I don't know. It's a rectangle, whatever you want to call it. But this thing is breaking out right from that consolidation phase, right? Look, what is this thing right now? It's 41 bucks based, this is after the split. So, it's 75% below the all-time highs. So things are looking good. Shopify breaking out. This thing, where can it go? My theory, stocks like to go back to their old highs. They like to go back to the old highs. So I would not be surprised if we see, Shopify, return and maybe even higher. I mean, why can't this thing be $300 again, right? Why not? I don't know. The chart definitely has plenty of runway to be 300 bucks. Again, I'm not giving any investment advice on Shopify, any of these stocks. Everything here is highly speculative, but we're going to be talking about some of today's big movers right now. So what is on the move? We got Shopify. This thing is definitely breaking out. Here's a couple of surprising ones. How about this? How about Robinhood, right? This company has had all sorts of bad news. Revenues are like half what they were. They're laying off all the deadbeats that they hired over the last year. All the people that have been giving the free massages and, I don't know, pet care and free dry cleaning, whatever it is these startups do for their employees. Yeah. Look at this. The stock, with all this bad news, the stock is breaking out. It's breaking out of this, looks like a inverse head and shoulders bottom. I mean, I couldn't care less. In fact, I hate this company. Doesn't mean it's not going up, right? I mean, this thing probably wants to go back to the old highs. It might take a little while for these things to return, right? But the Robinhood chart is on fire, right? Robinhood chart definitely on fire right now. What about, but I'm going to be talking about a couple of our favorites. I think the sports betting theme is gaining traction. I'm very bullish on the sports betting stocks. I own some of them. Actually, do I own all of them now? No, I think I own 3 of them. So, and these things are gaining momentum. They're gaining momentum. And here's the thing. The sports betting stocks, I think, are a great bellwether for microcaps, for speculative stocks. DraftKings, I've been talking about this one for a while, right? We've broken out above that 50 moving average, and it just keeps accelerating. So today, I think, is really it's a real confirmation. We need to really break above 20 before, even 23 before, all the FOMO kicks in. But yeah, the train is leaving the station on DraftKings. How about FUBO? That's a former client of ours. FUBO, it's a stock we introduced as a super stock back 2020. It was originally called Face Bank. Then they merged it with FUBO. It was about a $9 stock. Went to $60 within a couple months, about 6 months. Here we are. We're breaking out. Now, here's what's interesting. Today's the first breakout. And look at this. Volume was very strong yesterday. They're supposed to have earnings tomorrow. Hey, maybe they have great news. Maybe they have great numbers, and somebody's leaking it out. Hey, that's what happens. I mean, look, we're not saying anything, but that's what happens with these stocks. They run up in advance of earnings. I mean, it could be purely legitimate. It could be, could be just, people who are making a bet. I think that's usually the case. Or it could be somebody saw the numbers. I don't know. Maybe the accountants. Who knows? I don't know about these things. I'm assuming I'm sure they're legitimate. I actually like these people. And even though I had to sue them, but yeah, I like these people, and I actually bought the stock today, so I am really unbiased. Uh, I think Fubo from here could go back to the $35 level easily $35. So it's a built-in 10 bagger, I believe, from here. How about another super stock? This is not a. This was a super stock which we introduced right around the same time as Fubo, actually. No, a little bit earlier. Became a 15 bagger. That's right. It went up 1,500%, pulled back just like Fubo now, and has really started to move in the last month. Again, it's the same theme. I think these stocks have bottomed out, and NEXCF broke out of the 50 moving average back June 22. And today it's bounced off that 50-day moving average, using it as support, as springboard off that support line. And I'm sorry, let me back into the Zoom here. I think we're got a nice springboard here, and I think this thing could make a very significant move. Let's zoom in on the 1 hour chart. Okay, by the way, we had a great live stream with the CEO today. Check it out on our YouTube channel. Wall Street Reporter 1843, of course. What's happening here? I think we got a pennant forming here. I think this thing wants to break out. Look at this. This is the 1 hour chart. We're approaching the moving average. It hasn't broken out yet. Let's draw some trend lines. We could do actually this. Okay, so let's from here, right? And we can do another one from here. That's one. We got 2, yeah. What else we got going on? We got one. Yeah. So you got these are the trend lines, right? The stock really, I think, wants to break out. The confirmation, though, it's got to break out above 81 cents right now. 81 cents is where the 50 moving average is on the 1 hour chart. I think once we get a move past 81, this thing can go ballistic. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that, that's where the moving average is. And, again, we got very strong support developing right now. And the stock has been on the move. The charts don't lie. The charts don't lie. What about AMC, right? That's another one I'm very bullish on. Again, I don't really care for the company. We've been talking about this for a while. Very similar, again, just like that NEXCF chart. Look at this. These speculative stocks, they're bouncing off that 50 moving average and accelerating. We're seeing acceleration right now. There's a common theme going on. I think we could see a crazy rally in the market. Nobody's expecting it. Everybody's, there's only bad news in the market right now. And that's usually when stocks go up, is when you have all this bad news. I mean, there's no more, there's no more, what's the worst thing that can happen? I mean, we could have a nuclear war. China could attack Taiwan, whatever. But I think there's also a lot of room for great things, good news. The market is not looking at any potential good news. And once some good news comes out, the market takes off. And again, it's forward looking by 6 months, right? So the market started really, the broad indexes started dropping in January in advance of the recession, which was, we know that happened, last month, basically, right? So there you go. That's your 6 month thing. And now the market is taking off. It's telling you the economy is going to be moving up again at some point 6 months from now. I think that's what, is pretty obvious. Anyhow, so AMC, very bullish. I mean, look, we got a common theme here right now. How about DKNG? I showed you that chart. ARKK, another disruptive innovator, just like NEXCF, our favorite NEXCF, which is a client company. There you go. I mean, I'm sounding like a broken record, but these charts, they're all looking very, very similar. Again, I'm picking out sort of the ones that are moving. There's a ton of charts that look like crap right now. But these guys are the green shoots. These guys are moving. And guess, NextTech is very similar charts, part of that same group, right? Just like I believe these stocks are going to moon, I think NextTech is in a very strong position to accelerate with the disruptive innovation stocks. Again, look at this chart. Very similar. I mean, I'm not making this up. You got a big double bottom here, right? You got to break it above the 50 moving average. I like to say stocks like to go back to the old highs, and we see that play out over and over. We've seen that happen so many times here. I mean, I've showed you that so many times. It's almost sickening, right? So, what else? You got AMC, Shopify, DraftKings. I showed you that chart. So did I show you SoFi? Yeah, SoFi. Did I even show you? I didn't show you SoFi. Yeah, SoFi. Another. Look at this. This is a big time, and this thing has been beaten down so much. We got looks like an inverse head and shoulders bottom. Again, the 50 moving average. We got a breakout. Very strong. I mean, with all this crazy stuff in the market, all this bad news, and you got a stock that's gapping up like crazy, it tells you the market, it tells you the trend is starting to turn around. We're going into a new bull market. The new bull market has begun. You know what? We've gotten faked out a bunch of times. Maybe, how many times did we get faked out? A ton of times we've gotten faked out. And now this is the real deal. This is the real deal. You're starting to see it. I mean, all these charts, they're breaking out above the moving average. They're accelerating, right? It's game on. That's why I'm bullish on NextTech, and I think we're going to see a lot of TenBaggers emerge in the next, in the coming months. So things are looking amazing. Let's see what else is going on. We got SoFi. Let's take a look at some of the speculative stocks. Some of these crazy stocks. APDN. What's going on here? APDN, Applied DNA Science. Okay, the biomed space. Massive move. Look at this massive gap. Up $1, 35%. Look at where the chart has been. This was a $125 stock at one point, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, this thing gets a little bit crazy. I mean, this is like insane. APDN, the charts don't lie. We got to break out above the 50 moving average. What does it mean? I don't know what it means. It means the trend is up. How about Caspian, another one of these guys, all right? Caspian, KSPN. And you know what? I mean, once a stock breaks above that 50 moving average, usually means the trend, the trend will continue until it breaks below, right? This is something interesting. I don't even know what these guys do, right? But this is a pretty interesting chart. You got kind of I don't know, is it a double bottom, a triple bottom? I don't even know. But you got a big base, bounce off the base. This is the weekly chart, by the way. We're approaching the moving average. On the daily, we broke out of the moving average. Huge move, right? Look at this. It's a huge move. So the market is waking up. And again, can this stock go back to $60? I don't see any reason why it can't. I mean, based on this chart action, it might take a little while, but I think these things are moving. How about PayPal? It's another one that's up today. I mean, again, common theme. These stocks are all breaking out of bottoms. They're all breaking out of that 50-day moving average. Look at this, PayPal. It's on the move. Very similar to NextTech. Actually, NextTech, NextTech is a bellwether at this point, right? NextTech broke out in June. These guys it's happening a little bit later. Yeah, look at this. PayPal. PayPal wants to, PayPal wants to go higher. How long will it be before these stocks regain the all-time highs? How long will it be before they return to, the previous peaks? I don't know. It might be a year. It might take 12 months, maybe 18 months. I think they're going to do it. I think a lot of these guys will return to those old highs, based on these charts. I mean, these are very strong charts right now. They're becoming strong charts. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these guys return to these old highs. And by the way, that's also very bullish, for our penny stocks. I mean, I know, look, I'm here to promote our penny stocks. What can I tell you? I'm trying, this is part of it, but it's related. It's all relevant. It's all relevant. So that's, if these guys go back to old highs, I don't see any reason why, like, again, NEXCF, why can't NEXCF go back? You're seeing the same charts, right? It's the same exact charts, same patterns. Snapchat making a bit of a comeback here. Snapchat, it's up, but the chart still looks pretty bad. I mean, technically, we might be bottoming out at some point. We're still below the moving average on Snapchat, so technically the trend is still down. I would not buy Snapchat here. Snapchat, the trend is still down. I would avoid it. There's so many better looking charts right now. So many great looking charts. Why would you want to be tied up in something that's a slow dog? A slow moving dog. How about Coinbase? Oof. Coinbase, I took a beating on Coinbase. I got out of that Coinbase, and now it's making a comeback. Oof, wow, that hurts. There you go. Maybe I should have waited for this, right? And maybe it's time to get back in on Coinbase. Wow, big move. I mean, this is a strong move here. Breaking out of that 50 moving average. And that's some great numbers. That's, it could be now the stock might be a good value. Crypto is not really going to go away. Honestly, though, I like some of our other charts better. I think they're much more, I think like a stock, like a DraftKings is a better looking chart. FUBO. How about Penn National? Not a big gain today. Look at this. But I think this thing is going to accelerate. I think Penn has a good shot of going back to 125. I think it'll probably take out the old highs. I think this thing can really have a massive bull run. It will take a little time. It will take a little time for these things to develop. And by the way, the biotech stocks are moving, right? The biotech, I showed you some of these big movers. Novamentus, another one of our clients. This thing has it took off, came back, and now it looks like we're back at the, double bottom action here. We're back to double bottom. And again, I say, look, stocks like to go back to old highs, and look where this thing has been in the past. Look where this was in the past. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to go to $4, but this chart definitely shows it. Was it 3 and change, right? No, actually $4. Yeah, this was a $4 stock at one point. So, very similar to these marijuana stocks, which are down today, right? They're selling off a little bit. Tilray, $300 stock. Now it's, $3. I think it's going to come back. We got a big double bottom here. We're breaking out above the 50 moving average. I think Tilray, I really like it. I like the way this thing looks because I think this thing, when it moves, I mean, I know this is completely crazy, but that's just the way I think. I think this thing really does have a shot of, making a big move. Look what happened. I mean, I don't even know the fundamentals of this, quite frankly. But look what happened last time people got excited by it. It went from, $3 or so. Was it $3? Yeah, $5. Went to $50, over $50, $67 in a few months. I think we could see that same type of spike very, very soon. So that's Tilray. That is the Tilray chart. So there you go. All right. Anyway, that's what's going on with these stocks. A lot of excitement. Market is bottoming out, I believe. And the ones you see here up on the screen, I think these are going to be the bellwether stocks and then take the market, be leading the market. I think these are going to be the bellwethers. And of course, NEXCF, NEXCF, is in that group of NEXCF was leading this charge, right? That one bottomed out more than a month ago, way in advance of these guys. So I think things are looking very, very auspicious. And have I ever looked at Nikola? I haven't looked at it in a while. Let's see what's going on with Nikola. Ooh. Hey, there you go. The thing I don't like about this, though, it's been like a really ugly downtrend. I just don't like the way you have a series of lower highs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the one thing I don't like about this. It's above the 50 move. So in theory, this is a buy signal, right? In theory, it's a buy signal. I just think there's other things that are better setups. You have better risk reward ratio, I think. Even let's look at that. The other stuff I think is much better. I'd rather almost buy AMC than Nikola. But yeah, we got a lot of, what do we call it? Not even PayPal. Shopify, I think a better looking chart. Very similar though, right? Very similar. Very, very similar. I just think there's better setups, right? So anyway, that's the news. That is the chart news for today. I'll see you all on the next live stream. And again, check out NEXCF, our favorite stock here. Client company, of course, NEXCF, see the disclaimer. But a great looking chart. And I think this is going to be one of our big movers of 2022 and 2023, just like the other charts. You've seen what this thing does. We're above the 50 moving average. Every time it's been above the 50, we've seen big moves. I think we could see that again. Great technical setup. And I will leave it on that. I will leave it at that. Check it out. Do your research. Decide for yourself. See you all on the next one.